All right, everybody, welcome back to National Chumps Season 2, episode number 12, 13. I don't know. I've lost count at this point. The
Yeah, me too. Me
the
too.
week 7 look ahead, and the week 7 preview. Got some pretty big games this weekend. I'm kind of excited for a lot of them. We got them up here on the screen. Got Kalen DeBoer's crew heading up to Missouri. Ryan Day and his defense headed to Champaign. Oklahoma versus Texas in the Red River Shootout. That will be the worst one in the last decade. Kurt Signetti and co. travel out to Eugene. College game days there. Should be a banger of a game. Georgia, Auburn in the Jordan Hare Magic Voodoo. I don't know what to call it. And then Michigan gets to travel to Hollywood to see if the real Slim Shady will stand up. We'll figure it out, I guess. What do we think, boys?
Ooh, I just hope Bama can figure out the defense, because if I'm looking at that game, I wouldn't hate taking Mizzou, especially with a good quarterback Bo Prabula is. But we also said the same thing about I thought the same thing against Vandy with Pavia. I thought he could do it 2 years in a row. He's a good quarterback. He's a gamer. But at the same time, I think Mizzou's a little bit more well-rounded than Vandy, defensively, offensively. So I wouldn't hate sprinkling a little Mizzou here. I think Mizzou comes out with the win, sadly, from a Bama fan, but I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, Pribula, mobile quarterback. They've proven to show that they struggle against quarterbacks that can move a little bit. Alabama also 2-5 on the road under Kalen DeBoer. It's also a red flag for me. But it's Alabama's playing really good football right now. I feel like Mizzou is going to be pretty juiced coming off the bye. I think out of this slate, it's definitely one of the games I'm more excited about than, I'm probably more excited about Bama Mizzou than Indiana Oregon, if I'm being honest. A little bit more excited about it than the Big Ten game, Ohio State and Illinois. I don't think that game is going to be very close, but so I think Bama Mizzou to start off your day is just going to be a really fine start to our Saturday.
I concur. I think it'll be a banger. My biggest question is, like, if you look at this across the board, like, Bama's in trouble here. Like, their offensive line has not played very well. They still can't run the ball. Simpson has saved them, and they've played 2 horrendous secondaries in a row. Mizzou's D-line is much, much better. So are they going to be able to contain Simpson, make him a pocket passer, get his feet nice and happy in that pocket, overthrow some balls, make some mistakes? Because Ahmad Hardy is going to run right through Alabama's defensive line, no problem. He might run for 180 yards in this game, 2 touchdowns. I don't know. I just feel like they're in somewhat of trouble here. Like, I like Mizzou in this spot. Bert, I think you're just saying I like Mizzou money line just to try and reverse this curse, and I like it. I see what you're doing.
Got to try my best for everything, man.
I mean, but we've been saying Bama's been in trouble since the Florida State game, right? And they keep finding ways to win football games. It's the best football they've played under Kalen DeBoer, arguably, right now.
It's true.
I think Alabama has a different kind of pressure on them that they haven't had in years past, especially under Nick Saban, where they were had the big target on their back. The target isn't really on their back anymore. They're trying to hunt everybody down. And I think an Alabama team that's playing like that is really scary to deal with. So, I mean, I don't know if DeBoer's got that dog in him, but this is a big game for him for sure. Because if he loses this one, they're going to be coming for his head again. So it's just
it's just Alabama fans in general. You lose, you're behind Saban. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't lose. You can't lose.
And it's honestly kind of a must win, because after this their schedule is not very nice. They still have the 3rd Saturday in October, so they get Tennessee. Like this schedule is tough for them, but I don't know. Let's stay in the SEC. Let's stay in the SEC here. Let's talk Georgia Auburn and this. For me, I don't think this game's close. I know that Georgia's defense is suspect, but I mean, Jackson Arnold's horrendous, and he can't throw the ball anyways.
Yeah,
but something about Jordan Hare and this just magic that finds a way, and Hugh Freeze has this weird voodoo thing. So I don't know. Who knows? I know that you said you have Auburn potentially making the upset here.
I do. I think we both like Auburn here. Georgia's not looking like Georgia, in my opinion. They give up too many easy scores. Their defense is just not Georgia defense. And that's a problem because Georgia offense looks like Georgia offense where it's honestly not very good. Like they don't have Stetson Bennett anymore. I don't know if Gunnar Stockton is a guy to get them over the hump and lead them to a playoff. And Auburn's tough. They got a great receiving core, and Georgia struggled with Alabama. So who's to say here that the Auburn coach Hugh Freeze decides to draw up some more short yardage passes, find ways to get Jackson Arnold going, get him out of the pocket, make him scramble, make him use his legs, and put Georgia in some tough situations where they got to be sticky. And these Georgia corners just haven't been very sticky this year.
That's fair. I do feel like Gunnar Stockton has tried to put this team on his back, regardless of how bad offensive line has been, how much they can't run the ball. I still think that they have those capabilities. You saw it against Alabama, but their defense is fraudulent. Kentucky, they played just fine. They were okay. But for me, this is a like I'm fading Jackson Arnold and I'm fading Hugh Freeze. Like if somebody else was playing quarterback, I'd be all about it, but I can't do it.
I don't have any issues with you fading Auburn here.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think Auburn is going to get a big SEC win this year at some point. They haven't done it yet.
Yep.
So it's going to happen, in my opinion, this week against Georgia, who's maybe hitting panic button a little bit because they haven't looked great. And this is if Auburn's going to beat Georgia at any time, this is the time. This is where you got to take advantage of a suspect Georgia team.
Yeah, and I think with Georgia being suspect, I think they need a little fire lit under their ass, and I think it could be this Auburn game. I think if they want to start playing typical Kirby Smart football, something needs to happen. They're just coasting, right? They tried coasting. Bama beat them, right? They haven't played. I mean, they haven't really played anybody good yet, have they?
They almost lost to Tennessee. And
almost lost to Tennessee. Tennessee's not
bad.
I
think the jury's still out on Tennessee.
I would agree with that, and I think most of the jury's probably still out on Bama because of their defense.
I think there's a lot of juries out on a lot of these SEC teams. Like we just don't know who is who.
I know they're all so.
Ole Miss is Ole Miss. Ole Miss is smacking kids.
I did see a tweet today that said like if you just eliminated like names and you put two resumes together next to each other, both have played really soft non-conference teams. They're both really highly ranked, and their numbers are inflated because they haven't played anybody. Who are the two teams?
Ole Miss
and Oklahoma.
Ole Miss, not Oklahoma.
Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
It's Indiana.
Oh, I guess Texas would qualify as a good team.
Like good, I guess. I don't know. But if you took like the two top teams that have these resumes with soft non-conference, elite offense, and these numbers that are inflated because they haven't played anybody, it's Ole Miss and Indiana. They look the same.
That's interesting.
I know. I thought the same thing. But I don't know. Georgia's like minus 164 right now. That number is going to keep dropping. And so if it gets down to like minus 150 and I can get a 30% profit boost, I'm hammering them. Hammering Georgia.
It's right. It's what they want you to do.
I know. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna take it.
And it'll probably be a good play. I think Auburn probably has like a 25-30% chance of winning this game outright. I see some magic in Hugh Freeze. I see some magic in this team. And I think this is a week they do it. So for me, that's going to be their big marquee SEC win of the year because everybody seems to get one. Let this be Auburn's, unless it's going to be Alabama in the last week of season to keep them out of the playoff, which would be insane.
Touchdown Missouri State.
There you go. There you go.
What about Ohio State at Illinois? Do you think playing at Champaign causes any problems for Sand and Jeremiah Smith? Do you think they can keep going, keep on their run?
No, this feels like another just like glide through it, pack it in week by the time we get to the fourth quarter for Ohio State. And I think they win this game by 30 points.
Yeah, I don't see Illinois keeping this one close. I mean, let's go back in time a couple of weeks. Indiana, Illinois. Everybody says it's going to be a good game. And I'm going to say this with a lot of confidence. Ohio State is a better team than Indiana. And Indiana blew the doors off of. I know, a crazy take.
Wow.
Indiana blew the doors off of Illinois. It's a game for Illinois that if they want to make the playoff, they kind of have to get at this point. And I don't really see that happening.
Me neither.
Altmaier is but he's not good enough to beat the Ohio State defense. And the Illinois defense is definitely suspect. If they're going to give up 63 to Indiana, can only imagine what Jeremiah Smith's going to be doing in coverage all day.
There's only, I think, 2 quarterbacks who are throwing over 1,000 yards and has 0 interceptions this year. Can you name the 2?
1,000 yards and no picks.
Yep.
Luke Altmaier.
Luke Altmaier, one of them. Can you guess the other one? Yeah, there's no shot.
Give me the conference.
No, too easy.
Too easy.
So is he in the CUSA?
I think he's a Big 12 guy.
He's not a Big 12 guy.
No, okay.
Big 10?
No.
Sunbelt.
No.
It's not Goose Crowder down there at Troy?
Sadly, no.
He's
in the American.
The American.
Yep.
Kid
Is it
from Memphis.
Retzlaff?
Kid from Memphis? No.
Is it Retzlaff at Tulane?
No.
Ooh, man. I'm struggling here.
You said too easy. What are we talking about? Holy cow. Is it the
All
kid
right.
from Navy?
North Texas, Drew Mestemaker.
Oh.
The only two in college football over 1,000 yards and 0 interceptions.
So we like to take care of the ball.
Yeah.
That's good. Look,
Make good
Allmeier's
decisions.
gonna throw
I
us
think-
first on Saturday.
Don't say
Yeah.
that.
It's a bold prediction.
I was thinking because he's making good decisions. I think he might throw the ball well this weekend.
He
Just
could,
because
but
he throws the
this
ball
Ohio
well
State
doesn't-
defense is a whole
So
other level.
I'm not saying that I think Illinois is going to win, but I don't think it's going to be 30 points, Ref. That's what I'm getting at. I think
Would you
it's going to
take
be
the
closer.
14 and a half?
Would I
Yeah.
for Ohio State? Probably.
Okay.
I would probably take the 14 and a half. I could see it being a two touchdown game, not a 4.5 touchdown game.
Yeah, I don't know. It should be an interesting game.
But also, don't listen to me. I'm bad at betting this football season.
So we have some big news coming in out of Oklahoma. Sounds like John Mateer is pushing to play in the Red River rivalry.
Interesting. Interesting.
Had a hand procedure done. It's been 2 weeks now, I think. I think they were idle 1 week, and then they played the mighty Kent State last week. Won
Yes.
44-0 because Kent State couldn't get over 2.5 points.
First shutout for them in 6 years, I think it was.
It's pretty crazy to think about. If Mateer plays in this game, I think Oklahoma has obviously a way better chance of winning. I don't know if it makes him quite the favorite yet. For some reason, I'm still sipping on this Texas juice. I think their defense is going to be good enough to keep them in the game, especially if they get Michael Dawkins and not John Mateer. Blaylock is a hell of a running back, and if they can just focus on Blaylock to take him out of the game, Texas is going to win this game by a field goal because it's going to be ugly. It's going to be like a 14-13 Red River rivalry game this weekend, even if Mateer plays. I would tease that under.
Yeah. I think this is a race to 14. The team that gets a 14 first is going to win the game. Like, I think that Venables is going to put Arch Manning's brain in a blender, and I think he's going
Yeah.
to do the same thing he did last weekend in Gainesville and the first weekend he did it in Columbus, and make mistakes. Like I said on the first episode of the podcast, you have to let the kid grow. Like, he's good. The skills are there. You see them. There's flashes. But you have to treat him like he's a true freshman starter. I don't care that he's been there 3 years. I don't care that he backed up Quinn Ewers. Like, this is first true real starting experience, not in garbage time. Like, you have to let him grow. And there's going to be growing pains, and that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, look at what he did with Bryce Underwood when Oklahoma played Michigan. I think you're going to see very similar styles, disguising those blitz packages. It's going to look like a real tough game for Arch Manning this week. So I like Oklahoma. I'd like to see him win, because I think Texas was just far too overhyped. But Sark might have a plan for the young guy, and it just comes down to execution at that point. Who's going to execute better? Sark's creativity on the offensive side, which we haven't seen a lot of, or is it going to be Venables' defensive play calling that's going to just give Arch fits?
Yeah. Do you think if Texas loses this game, the Red River rivalry, do you think he's sitting on a hotter seat now?
No, I think Sark's seat is pretty cool no matter what.
Really?
I think if they go 6-6 and they start poorly next year, that seat's on fire.
Yeah.
I think boosters are going to give him some grace. Like, the defense is good. They got Arch Manning, and it's not what they expected to be so far. And so I think there's a little bit of a grace period here. But given what they did to Mac Brown, it's not a very long grace period, but there is one.
I think I'd like to know what the hell he's doing with the O-line. Honestly, I think that's one of their biggest feats. When I was looking at it, they didn't spend a lot of time, a lot of money recruiting or in the portal in that offensive line area. But honestly, I think it comes down to coaching. I'm surprised that they haven't gotten rid of their O-line coach.
They don't call him 7-win Sark for nothing, boys.
Fair enough.
It's true. And then last game we got 2 more games on our docket. 2 more Big Ten games here. Let's go with the one that'll probably be a little bit more of a blowout. Indiana and Oregon. I don't really see Indiana contending in this game.
No, it's the best team in the country.
Yes, but they're not playing Miami. So take it easy. Indiana is not very good on the road. They just really struggle playing away from Indiana. And Oregon, Autzen, it's going to be rocking. It doesn't matter who they play. It's a top 10 matchup with game day there. Dan Lanning is pissed off still for whatever reason. I don't know why. He's just a man on a mission, and he's probably the best coach in college football right now. I think that's easy to say at this point. I think your only argument might be Ryan Day right now, who can't even beat Michigan. So,
whoa. What about Mario Cristobal?
Shut up.
What did you just?
Just because Miami's the best team in the country doesn't mean they have the best coach.
I'm fucking with you. I'm just trying to get Dunham riled up.
I'm calm and collected this week.
Yeah, not like Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning's just always pissed off about something.
By the time we get to Sunday morning, there's going to be shirts that say "Who's your daddy?" and it's going to be the Oregon O in the middle. No problem. Yeah, nice. I think they cakewalk this game. I think that they kick the shit out of Kurt Cignetti and his boys. Like, they're athletic and they're fine, and there's some NFL talent on the field, and it's all good. But Oregon's front 4 are going to absolutely destroy Indiana's front 5, front 6, whatever they choose to block with. Because Indiana's O-line is small in comparison to Oregon's D-line. Like, Oregon, like Tatum Tuioti, Bear Alexander, Amari Washington, Mateo Uyungale should have a field day. Indiana likes to run this RPO style where it's like they leave it up to Mendoza. It's kind of, there's no real audibles at the line. There's no checks at the line. And it's just kind of walk up, see it, run the play. And I think if you end up with a front 4 that can be in the backfield quickly and corners that can cover, RPO doesn't mean shit.
Yep, exactly. And I think Dante Moore is going to have a field day offensively. I could see him putting up 4 or 5 touchdowns on this Indiana defense.
Yeah, I saw
If Dan lets him throw that much.
I did see like hit one of his lines on like DraftKings or one of the books somewhere that like boosted of him throwing like 230 and it was like boosted 30%. And I was like, yeah, I'd probably take that if I could.
I see a 250 and 3 kind of day for him. And they'll start talking Heisman if he blows out this Indiana team, which is certainly possible.
Yeah, I think so. I think the defense just gives them fits. I could see Mendoza turning it over twice. His first start at Cal in Eugene did not go well. It was not a good time for Mendoza. Granted, He was a true freshman with no weapons.
Yeah, it's a little bit different now, but Oregon's not much different now. It's still a hard place to play, and one of the best offenses in the country, if not the best. And it's just gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough for Indiana. Cross country trip again. Granted, I do think it's easier going from East Coast to West Coast. However, it just I don't see it. I don't see Mendoza having a great day. I see Dan Lanning just mad as fuck. He's pulling off his best Dan Campbell impersonation right now. He's gonna bite off everybody's kneecaps. He doesn't care if you have no toes, broken ankle. He's just gonna run through a football for the guy. Yeah, whatever it is. Dan Lanning is awesome, and they're gonna continue to be awesome this week. And then kind of leads us into our last game here. We're going to stay over on the west side of the country with Michigan and USC. USC, a slight favorite over Michigan right now. The over-under is at 57.5. Little did you know, Jay Bird is actually a little bit of a USC fan at heart. He said he's always liked USC.
Growing up, I was a Trojan fan. Yeah.
So this gives us a childhood matchup here with Michigan, with myself being a Michigan fan since day one, and a USC Trojan over there in Jaybird trying to be the best Matt Leinart he could ever be. But USC is great at home. Michigan hasn't looked as good under Sherrod Moore, according to some experts and non-experts. But I think Michigan has the more talented roster. I think their defense is slightly better than USC's. And I think if we get in a shootout here, Justice Haynes is going to run for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's going to have at least 2 or 3 of those big, explosive 25, 30-plus yard runs. That's just going to keep Michigan in it. And as long as Bryce Underwood doesn't turn the ball over, I think Michigan is going to run away with this game because Mavia is going to make his mistakes.
I don't know how USC is favored. I really don't. This defense is so fraudulent. They're so fake. But they are good at home for whatever reason. The Coliseum, I'm sure they will say there's 185,000 people packed in the Coliseum and there will be 5 people in the stands. It's not a very hard place to play.
I actually think this game is going to be pretty juiced. Michigan's got a great following around the country. And they travel well. Michigan travels well.
Sure.
Michigan does travel well.
I mean, the days of the Coliseum, they used to pack that place to the brim. It was loud, obnoxious. If you've ever been in there, you feel like an ant when you walk in there. It's so big. But with their recent woes, it just hasn't been the same. And their band only plays one damn song all the time, and it gets annoying. But the question is, will the real Michigan show up? Will the real Bryce Underwood make an appearance? Well, given how fraudulent the USC's defense is, I pray to God he shows up.
I mean, if Michigan State could find a way to get at least 27 points and cover, I feel like Michigan is going to do even better. So, coming out party for Bryce Underwood, where he's going to look like the true best freshman quarterback in the class. Put all those haters aside, tell them to shut the fuck up and just ball out and get win over USC. I would love to see a 10-point plus win. I don't know if it'll be that much of a blowout, but I do like Michigan a lot in this game, especially at plus money.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see kind of how the day goes, and if I don't have a bad day, then I probably will pound the Wolverines money line.
I love it. Jaybird, stay away, please and thank you.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think it's going to be really back and forth. I don't hate the over on that one at all. I think I think you clear the over by 25 points, honestly. I think it's going to be like a 30-40 game, honestly. Especially with USC at home. That environment, they love it. But I'm pretty positive that they have scored over 40 points in all their home games.
Yep.
Yep.
45
against Michigan State, 59 Georgia Southern, Missouri State, 73.
Yep.
Also, not very big games. They also scored 30 points against Illinois. So the lowest that they've scored is 32 points.
Yeah. They could have had
I
more in that
love the
Illinois
over.
game. They could have
I
more in
love
that
the score.
Illinois game if they didn't turn the damn ball over.
Yeah. Should have won that one too. They should be undefeated.
Should be. But
All right. What do we want to go to next? Do we want to talk about
you got
our
any
picks for
upset
the week?
specials out there or what?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a ton on my end.
I'm taking nothing but dogs this week. Why? Because why not?
Because
Okay. I'm not talking like plus 150. Okay. I'm talking 250, 300 plus dogs.
I
Okay.
love it.
For my picks. Because what? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go 0-3 again. Whoop de fucking do. Okay. If I'm gonna go 0-3, I'm gonna go 0-3 with nuts.
There you go.
All right. That's what I think. That's what I'm down to right now. Okay.
Just your nuts.
That's all I got left.
Can't bet those. Can't bet those.
If I could to get Auburn money line, I would. All right?
Let them hang.
That's where I'm going with my first pick this week. Auburn money line.
I like it.
Okay.
Auburn on the money line.
I like it.
Dunham, let's go to you.
Can I take tonight's game that I already took? Or
No.
are we vetoing that?
It's in progress.
Okay. All right.
You can say that you took that game because you did.
I did.
We can all verify.
Yep.
that
I
Dunham
took Missouri State money line.
Missouri State money line.
So I'm going to jump to tomorrow then. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Tulane minus 6.5 against Eastern Carolina. Kind of a weird line. Tulane's at home. Eastern Carolina's traveling. Tulane's the better team here. They're still my group of 5 in the playoff, which I think this weekend, we'll do a little playoff rewind, revise, and edit. I think that's what we'll do this weekend.
Smart.
So, yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and go Tulane minus 6.5.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna. I'm gonna stick with a group of 5 school here with my first pick. UNLV is playing against the Air Force. UNLV. Dunham was smart enough to get this line on Sunday, probably when it first released.
Yep.
Dunham got it at minus 3.5, which just makes so nice.
Yes.
But I'm playing it at minus 6.5. I'm totally cool with that. Air Force can score the ball for sure. But Dan Mullen's got these boys going. They're looking like they want to have a fight at that group of 5 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to do whatever they can in the Mountain West to show that they're the most dominant team. They're playing at home against the Air Force. And I don't know how it's only a touchdown because Air Force has not been that great as far as wins and losses go. I don't know what the over-under is. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere around 67.5, 66.5 because I've been liking these Air Force overs. But when I saw it, it was just a little too much for me. So I'm just going to play with the spread. I'm going to take the money, UNLV minus 6.5.
Yes, that over under 65.5. 65.
Yeah, that's big.
That's big. Steep.
That's very steep.
I like that the books are now like getting these over unders into the 70s and be like, all right, fuckers, we're done with your overs.
I know.
Start taking the unders.
Imagine teasing the under 87.5.
I think that might be my next move because my over over-under teaser got crushed on Saturday.
It happens. My over-under teaser also got crushed on Saturday because I took the Colorado State San Diego State game under 54.5 when neither of those teams have gotten anywhere close to that. And so there it is. Jay Bird, let's swing it back down to you. What do you got next there?
My next game,
Big
we're
dog.
going Florida money line. Ride them while they're hot, baby.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
They are playing at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a very good team.
Very good team.
Texas A&M has also won a bunch of close games. If we see the same Florida that we saw against Texas, and that's a damn good defense, okay, I could see Florida hitting this plus 220 money line pretty solid. I think it's going to be a close game.
I don't hate that. I like it a lot, actually. I think that's,
Thank you.
That's fun.
And if anybody wants to Venmo me, my Venmo is on the screen. Bird will not be making any bets till next payday. Ran out of money, and I'm not putting any more in.
Fun funds.
Yep, no more fun funds. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not putting any more money in. So,
and I know this might look like a Florida jersey to some, but it's not. So I'm not a huge Florida advocate here. It's just Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Stay hydrated, my friends. The hydration specialist over here.
Remember when the Mud Dogs, Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime, won the Bourbon Bowl?
At the Bourbon Bowl, baby. It's got the 50th anniversary patch and everything.
Speaking of Bourbon Bowl, I feel like that's where Bird is headed. Bird is headed to the Bourbon Bowl with his Memphis Tigers on NCAA 26.
Oh, don't even bring up NCAA 26. It's sad. It makes me upset.
I'm just glad I made a bowl.
If you want more information, it's on the ticker. I put it on the ticker. You're welcome.
Yeah. We could get into a little bit of that here at the end, but Dunham, let's keep these picks hot. Let's stay hot. Let's keep the people happy.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Iowa State Cyclones. I'm going to keep riding this train. I know last week sucked, but it is what it is. Cincinnati Bearcats are for real. The Colorado Buffaloes are not for real. So I will take the Iowa State Cyclones.
CU does like playing teams close at home, though.
Well, the good news is I took it money line. So if it's close, great. Good for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Just can't finish games.
I just don't see Colorado being able to shut down their run game at Iowa State. That cat they got from Minnesota, that white guy, shout out white guy running backs. He's pretty damn good. So
that's the whole Air Force and Navy, baby.
Hey, they've been scoring.
Score.
So that brings me to my next pick. I will be going with Mizzou on the money line. I'm not going to take the +3. I'm feeling very bold here today. I don't trust Kalen DeBoer on the road. I think this is more of a fade Bama than pick Mizzou, but I think Bo Pribula is pretty good. I think Mizzou has showed up in all of their games this year to play, and I like Mizzou on the money line.
Somebody's just fucking sad that Vanderbilt lost last week. Now he wants Bama to lose.
Look, we already talked about the Vanderbilt loss last week. It doesn't have to be brought back up again.
Yes, it does.
Look, at least I'm going to keep my Mormon comments to myself in case I get fined. So I'm just gonna
can't get fined.
I'm gonna play nice here. I'll play nice, but give me Mizzou. They're not gonna play nice. They're taking down the Crimson Tide.
I like it.
They don't give a piss about the Tide.
Don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
What a lie.
All right. And then last but not least, pick 3, super dog of the week.
Super dog.
Yeah, we're going Pitt over Florida State Seminoles. I think they lose 3 in a row.
Wow.
Would not be good for Alabama, but
would be bad.
Would not be good for Alabama, but at the same time, they're playing SEC schools. Doesn't really fucking matter.
It's true. It's true.
Also, I just don't think Florida State's that good. I didn't think they were good when they beat Alabama, but they beat Alabama, so maybe they are. I think if Pitt does not play Holstein, if they go with a backup quarterback again,
I'm pretty sure they are.
okay, then I think they might absolutely murder Florida State's defense. So might win a lot of money this weekend if you take those 3 bets, parlay them together.
Parlay.
I like the super dog.
Parlay or die.
Jaybird super dog parlay of the weekend.
I mean, odds are you're going to get one of them, right?
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, I might go on 3, but again,
0-3.
Let's have some fun with it. Okay.
I agree.
Sure.
Dunham, what do you got?
Crap. All right. Let's see. I know that you and I are on the same page this week, and I kind of hate it.
I know, me too. I don't like that. It's not good when we agree.
Kind of hate it. Let's see. I'm gonna go away from you then, and I'm gonna go Tennessee minus 12.5. Arkansas sucks.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
They're coming off a bye, new coach, Patino. Like, I think they still suck though.
Yeah, they're dumpy. They're bad. They're just bad. But
the over here might be fun.
Yeah, tease it down. I think teasing that over under down to 54.5 is definitely in play. So, because if Arkansas can get at least 20, it might be all right.
Yeah, I did not tease that game down.
So I've kind of touched on some other picks that I like. Excuse me, because we talked about Michigan USC. I like the over there along with Jaybird. I like the money line there. I talked about Oregon. I love them to cover 7.5. I'd play it up to 10.5. I honestly, I think they win it by 2 touchdowns. 14 points is great. So that brings me down to 2 picks here. I'm going to probably put all of my stakes on this game late Saturday night to try to have a nice pile of cash for the Sunday slate of NFL games.
Yeah.
Give me the Utah State Aggies on the money line. Why do you ask? Why would we pick a team playing so late in Hawaii? I'll tell you why. It's because Hawaii sucks.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Hawaii sucks. Am I wrong?
Alihada is a dog, man. I think you are confused. You got the Hawaii team with the backup quarterback, not with Alihada at quarterback, who's an absolute dog.
I don't give a fuck who they put out there. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Not so fast, my friend. Utah State, listen to this. 3-1 on the year. Against the spread, they are 5-0.
Ooh.
5-0 against the spread. I'm trying to play the trends here. The Hawaii late night special. It's how we're going to build that bankroll on Saturday. Okay. I need it for that Sunday. They boat raced Arizona last week, 40-6. And they're battle tested. Hawaii's not. Hawaii has not played anybody good. They beat the Air Force.
Yep.
They beat Stanford barely.
Barely.
Okay. Give me Utah State by a mile, man.
I'm a little disappointed, but I understand.
Hey,
I understand.
I want to take that straight to the pay window and cash that in. Give me the battle tested Aggies 5-0 against the spread on the money line.
Okay. We'll allow it.
Hey, I gave kudos to Oregon minus 7.5.
You did.
And there's that team in North Texas who I think might make a group of 5 conversation by the end of the year. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I don't hate that either.
I think they're pretty solid. Other picks that I will probably play. I said Georgia money line already. If that number continues to come down and you get a profit boost, you got to do it.
And Bird took Auburn, so take Georgia.
Yep. The other one I'm gonna talk about, since Bird already took one of our teams, I have the other team. Give me the Mormons storming down to Tucson, Arizona, the BYU Cougars. That line hasn't moved at all this week. It's been stuck at minus 146 for the entire week, so that tells you how the books feel. I also have South Florida tomorrow, and then I'm just going to kind of feel it out. I got my over-under teaser if we want to hear it.
Sure, we got time.
All right, I have Missouri State and Middle Tennessee State over 35.5. We're currently at 29, so we're almost there. They're at halftime.
Yeah, that's good.
Rutgers and Washington over 45.5. Ohio State, Illinois over 35.5. UCF and Cincinnati over 40.5. That feels like it's going to 100. Pitt and Florida State over 43.5. Indiana and Oregon over 41.5. And Navy Temple over 39.5. That over under plus 14 teaser is plus 140.
And we would love if you followed us, tallied along, and took all those plays, and we're hoping to win you some money this week.
Yeah, instead of losing money like the last 2 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I've been hot lately. I've been on my own personal heater. Went 6-0 straight up on Sunday. Parlays are still killing me, but took Avalanche money. Took Avalanche money line last night. That was a pretty safe bet. I did take Yankees minus 1.5. Not looking good. It's 4-1, but it's baseball. You got to get those last outs. So I'm still hoping for some Yankees run line magic.
You never know. The Yankees got that magic.
Put me at 9-0 because we also took Jags plus 3.5. Shout out to my dog, Trevor Lawrence, falling down twice. Chris Jones just walking around out there. Just unreal stuff out of the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. Shout out to the last good Clemson quarterback, perhaps.
Perhaps.
All
right, Bird, take us home.
Perhaps. Hey, we love you. We appreciate you. Like, follow, subscribe. Okay? We want to be everything that you talk about Saturdays and Wednesdays. Okay? I think that means Chumps are out. Have a great week.
Chumps are out. Let's get some money this weekend.
Hell yeah.